something real quick.
Nah, do your thing. Say what? Yes. How
you doing? Good to see you. What's up? Trendon. What's your name?
Okay.
What's up, Gates? Trendon. What's your name? Mason. What's up, man? T.Y. Trendon. Y'all good? What's up, bro? Trendon. What's your name? Maxey.
My boy.
What's up, my boy?
How you doing, bro?
Right.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you, brother.
Two.
Yep.
Here you go. We're gonna get you mic'd up. Just gonna go through the top. My boy Mason.
What's up, Mason? How you doing, bro? Trendon.
Doing well. I used to coach Grayson Walker's one-on-one.
For real.
From the time he was 11, like even when he wasn't making it.
Don't look like you taught him much. He came a long way. The G came a long way.
How's the flight in?
Bro, it was good, bro. Got in late. I do some shit yesterday, bro. Having fast. We're good now.
That's what's up. How we looking on each one? Yeah, man. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, bro.
This
No
kids
problem.
camp's gonna be dope.
No problem. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Yeah.
We come from Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like.
Welcome back to the Stuck in My Thoughts podcast. It's the place you want to be to hear a one-of-a-kind POV. As always, I'm your host, Justin Stuckey. And today's point of view comes from a 205 legend and a new member of the Philadelphia 76ers. Welcome to the show, Trendon Watford.
My God.
What up,
Appreciate you,
boy?
brother. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Long night. How you feel being back in the ham?
Man, I feel good, man. Coming back, this time for a different reason to get back to the kids, man, and, host my first camp. So it's good.
Exciting. Last time I saw you, we were in your new territory, I guess you could say, LSU.
Yeah,
LSU
yeah.
versus UCLA.
Yeah.
Just to kick this thing off, because I know I've been wondering for a long time. You chose LSU over Bama.
Right.
And we kind of know why. But the main thing I want to know is, how did you manage kind of like that uproar of deciding to carve your own path and not just sticking to the state?
Yeah, I think it started in high school, even when I made the move to, transfer to Mountain Brook and, but ultimately just doing what was best for me and me and my family. But, it was hard, man. Obviously being from here, a lot of people expect you to either, be the hometown hero and go to, Bama. But, I've always just been, a guy that's, made the right decision for me and my career. So, it paid off and, had to deal with it. A lot of relationships, people had to say a lot of things about it. But, it's all love, though.
All love in the end. I think the thing that was the most standout to me, and this may have been your breakout game, that SEC championship.
Yeah.
It was you versus Alabama.
Yeah.
You had John Petty on there, Herb Jones, Reese.
Right.
Man, what was the mindset going there? You dropped 30 on them boys.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about the outcome, but you dropped 30. You was the player to gain that game.
Facts. Man, I was trying to win, man. The boys had beat us like 3 times. I think that might have been the 3rd time that game. But I was trying to win, man. Trying to, leave. I knew I was pretty much leaving college, so I was trying to leave with something and was able to, get to the conference championship and came up short. But yeah, man, I tried to do it though.
Yeah, I was like, dang. What do they call it? Fro trend.
Yeah, that was Fro trend. That was Fro trend for sure.
I think the thing that stands out the most is you talk about the brotherhood that you have on the court, but you got your own brother. I think that's been the thing that sticks out to me the most. He's behind the scenes getting ready for the camp right now. How would you just describe the bond that you two have?
Man, it's unbreakable. That's how I would describe. He's been through everything, and even with his own career before, stopping and follow me around. But man, just following him around at a young age, obviously seeing some of the top basketball players that he was playing against, seeing pros at a young age, pretty much made me want to even go even harder and ultimately be better than him and be better than even people that he was around. So I think that definitely helped. And like you said, man, just having that bond with him.
Yeah. What was your point of view when he hit that shot against Kentucky?
Oh my God, you can see me on the video going crazy, missing school, turned just lit for him and rushing the court and everything. Man, I still remember like it was yesterday, but now it was legendary though for sure.
I came in here this is probably like my third time here this week. And so I walked in, the first jersey I saw was at Indiana 2, and immediately I went back to the shot. I was like, man, that thing was crazy.
That was crazy, for sure.
I think it's safe to say he's a huge inspiration in your life and in your journey, but one of your other inspirations is Kobe Bryant.
Right.
You know, R.I.P. to the Mamba. What do you remember about that day you got to meet him?
Man, I had just got done with a camp. You know, I actually was able to go and see his last game played in New Orleans. And I was able to, you know, I was like, when he passed, they made a whole, you know, documentary on him, and I was in it. And, but, you know, rewind a little bit back to like 11th grade, I think I was leaving the camp, and I was able to meet him, and, you know, he was just like, you know, what's up, young fella, keep working hard. And, you know, I just pretty much never forget that. And, you know, it was just, you know what I'm saying, meeting your idol, man, you don't even know how to describe that. So it was lit. It was lit for sure.
Shout out, I see you.
Rip Bean.
Yeah, you got the what is it? What the?
Pull these out today.
Can we get a picture of them? Them hard right there.
Yeah. Feel me?
But I think the coolest thing is that when you have these inspirations in your life and you see kind of how they carve their path, and then once your time, you stay humble through it. Like you hear, like you said, your first camp ever in your hometown, home city, and when I saw the camp promotion, I saw your foundation was called Just a Kid Foundation, and it's honoring your uncle, who I got a chance to be on the receiving end of his rants when we played against each other in high school. But I got this video, and I just want you to watch this and
let me see.
Let me know what you think of that video.
Let me see. Hit a 3. Hit 1. In that number 2 jersey.
Yeah, in that number 2 jersey.
Come on now. Hey, my dog looking up. My dog looking down on us, man, in that number 2 jersey for sure.
What was the promise that you made to him?
Yeah, you know, just that I'll, you know, keep going and do what I told him I would do. And that's ultimately, you know, make it to the pros and you know, just be who he knew I would be. And you know, it's sad to see him go before I was able to, you know, live out my dream. But you know, I think, you know, that's why, you know, he's been watching over me, and you know, things have been going up before me since then.
Mm-hmm. You think that that kind of fuels you and keeps that perspective in mind?
Yeah.
The why. I was talking to
For
Newt
sure.
the other day when we had him on the show, and
Yeah.
when things get hard, having to remember your why. When you go through those times, what kind of keeps you grounded when things may not be going your way?
Yeah, like you said, man, this him, you know, my family, and you know, ultimately just me wanting to, you know, be better. You know, obviously I know I can give a lot to this game, man, and you know, I've been putting the work in since I was young. You know, want to see it pay off so bad, but you know, obviously having my wives, man, my family, like you said, my uncle, and you know, making him that promise, you know, that I continue to do, you know, what I told him I would do, and you know, man, it's been, you know, long live him, but you know, it was definitely an honor to have him as uncle.
Yeah, you're gonna keep that
For
thing
sure.
going, man.
Keep it going.
The support system is huge, and one of the things I saw on your Instagram, you also support other people. You were at I think it was the Mercury game, watching Paige Buckets get some buckets
I
out
watched a little
there.
Paige get some buckets. Yep.
How tapped in are the NBA players with the W? Because, you know, they're having a lot of push right now, trying to respect the women's game, push the women's sports. From your perspective, being a league player on the men's side of things, how tapped in are the men on the women's
I think it's growing. Personally, I like watching them. Like, I actually like watching WNBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite players, Professor Collier, Paige, Asia. Like, the list goes on. Like, they really nice. Like, I don't think people really understand that they really cold.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
The average dude think they're going to go out there and get a
They're
buck.
not dunking. They move a little slower than us, but they really nice, though. And, you know, I think people starting to see it. And, you know, after All-Star Weekend with the stud buzz they had going on.
Hey, the stud buzz going crazy.
Was lit. That was lit. That was funny. It was funny. But, I mean, I think that game is growing. And obviously, you know, they're trying to get more money and stuff. So, you know, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to see. They got to get their CBA and all that stuff figured out.
Right.
But the league, the NBA got their stuff figured out right now, so we're going to keep that thing going.
You got to.
I think the thing that I respect the most is when somebody who, we've known each other since all the kids, all the way down. You work for everything that you've gotten, but you've always been the top guy, like whether it's high school, going into college. And I think, don't let me speak out of turn, but I think your first big adversity was when you didn't hear your name called on draft night. How did you keep the main thing the main thing? I saw your documentary, and you went back to the Sanford gym to work out after it wasn't called. So, like, what's that mindset when it's like?
Just that's just how it goes, man. And you know, obviously like I said, having a brother that went through it and being a top college player that to end up going undrafted like him, you know what I mean, it was just like I seen it before, you know what I mean? So like I could relate to it to a certain extent, and you know, just being from here, bro, you know, like we just got to get it, you know what I mean? We can't sit and pout about it, and we can't, you know, sit and dwell on it. But you know, I just kept doing what got me to this point, and just, you know, and that's put my head down and working, and you know, just saying continue to build on and continue to prove others. You know, even though I've always been top, I don't feel like I've always been at the top how I should have been, whether it's guys over me or whether it's players looked at differently than me that I felt like I done killed, or, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's just always having that hungry mentality, and you know, even when I was able to get a contract and I was still, you know, didn't feel like I had, you know, reached where I wanted to reach at, you know what I mean? So like I said, man, just having that hunger and having that mentality to just keep working, and you know, ain't got no time to pout about it.
How do you avoid that comparison aspect of it? Because if you're in the league, you're good. I don't care who you are. The 15th man on the bench is going to kill the average dude trying to come out there and play against them. So when you're in that, how do you avoid the comparison aspect and just trying to stay?
Comparison is
like not trying to compare, like you said, I done killed this dude before, but he may be getting more recognition.
For sure.
How do you make sure that you just focus on your journey rather than what they're doing?
Because it's all about running your race, man. At the end of the day, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, what you do. You can't compare yourself to others. I was taught that as a young age, you know what I mean? I get in trouble at school, and when I'm with one of my friends, my dad would tell me, don't tell me what he did, you know what I'm saying, what you did, you know what I'm saying?
You about to get that whooping.
Right, you know what I mean? So, like you said, just running your own race, bro, and understanding, you know, God's timing is, you know, God's timing, what's for you, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody deny. So just understanding that, and, you know, continue to put the head down and work.
Mm-hmm. What was the biggest adjustment going from college to the NBA for you?
I would just say, like, more off the court for me, just, you know what I'm saying, really living by yourself, and, you know what I'm saying, just feeding for yourself. Like, it's the best job in the world, don't get me wrong, but, like, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of free time. I'm 19 years old, getting to Portland, Oregon. I've never been to Portland, Oregon, so I'm all, you know what I mean, I'm by myself, away from family, you know what I mean, and everything. So just learning how to, you know, grow up and be a grown man in that sense, and you know what I'm saying, just be growing up every day. When
you sign that first contract and that check hit your account, what's in your mind then? You go from, I don't know how much you was making at LSU or anything, but like this league money now.
Facts.
So like, how's that switch? Like, this a business now. Like, I'm making real money, real paper.
Nah, I mean, it's a blessing, man. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's the best job in the world, and you know, even the paychecks, and it was great, you know what I mean? Just being able to take care of my family, being able to do what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? So that was just the ultimate reason, and ultimate, you know.
Yeah, you had big players like your coach at the time, Chauncey Billups. You got Dame Lillard on the team. How did they kind of guide you as in, you know, development in your game? You talk about off the court was a huge thing, but on the court, off the court, who are the people that kind of helped you out the most in Portland? Like
you said, man, I came in with Big Shot, and you know, he was helping me during summer league, and you know, I ended up telling him, you know, he wouldn't regret me, you know, taking me as a two-way at the time, and I was on a two-way for a few months, and quick and instantly got to a regular contract. You know what I mean?
I was like, let's go.
Facts. So, nah, bro, just having them, like you said, having Dame, having more veterans, just even other guys on my team that helped me out big time, and just, you know, whether it's on the court or me not suiting up the first 25 games of the season in street clothes, and me not knowing, damn, I just came from college. Like, I'm just sitting at the end of the bench in street clothes, you know what I mean? Which was different. But, you know, all the vets telling me, you know, take your time, and your opportunity gonna come, and just be ready when it did. And I think that was best advice that I had got, is just stay ready and be ready, and, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta get ready.
I like that quote right there.
Come on now.
One of the most viral videos I seen with you related into it was Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, you, I don't know who else was in that hotel room, and everybody was going around.
I hate that video.
Why you don't like it?
Nah, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's just like that video get brought up so much. It's just like, it's played out. But what you was about to say? Go ahead.
I just was saying, like, it is played out. I want to know the updated version. Everybody was talking about Cam Reddish back then.
Facts.
But now, who's been the best that you've gone against?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Jokic is unstoppable, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Jokic.
What's it about his game?
Nothing you can do with Jokic. It's just nothing you can do with him. Whether it's him passing the ball, or you'll look up, he got 13 assists. You try to double him. You try to leave him open. He gonna make all his threes. You try to double him on the post. He good enough to get 20 assists. You know what I mean? I think who else go on that list is Luka. Luka cold, bro. Shea, cold. They cold. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Why they be? Well, Shea, they call him a free throw merchant, but I think you just got to know your game.
Man, he cold. I don't care what they say. Anybody that lead the league in scoring, I don't care how many free throws he getting fouled. That's what it is.
All three of those people you named are European players.
Yeah.
What do you think about how far the European game has gone? I think me and Newt were talking about this European versus USA game.
Facts.
Like European boys,
They cold.
they balling.
They cold.
What do USA got to do to keep up?
Oh no, we still cold though.
Oh, we still cold.
Yeah, and they still got to beat us. You know what I mean? We the ones that won gold last, right?
Hey.
We're gonna do it again in 2028. But nah, man, the European game coming along, bro. They cold. Like I said, you got Giannis, Jokic, Shea. You know what I mean? The list goes on, bro. Luka. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on, bro. So I think the game is growing just as a whole, and I think players getting better, bro. I think, you know what I mean, young guys, we might see a pro here today. You know what I mean? You never know. I think these young guys now is jumping out the gym and all type of stuff. So
Them boys on a different playing field nowadays.
Boy, different. I don't know what they eat.
I'm out the game.
I was just eating. I don't know what they eating. I was eating double cheese, McDonald's growing. I don't know what they eat.
That boy's on that Ocho Cinco diet.
Yeah, they on some different time.
Talking about keeping on the same wave as the European game, you got to play in Paris. Like, what was that experience like? I ain't never.
It was lit,
I've been to
bro.
Paris once, but not playing.
Yeah, nah, it was lit. The food was trash.
Damn.
I ain't like the food. The food was a little trash. But nah, just going out there and seeing all the fans, man, they like their basketball out there. Like I went to the gym that Wemby had played in and everything, and there was just a lot of fans over there, bro, and it was a good time. I think we played the Cavs over there, so the game was lit for sure. The game was lit.
That's what's up. They show out for big crowds here too, which
no
I
doubt.
enjoy to see. I think one of the coolest things and one of the most, unspoken things is when you continue to elevate, sometimes the people who are in your circle, they kind of fall off.
For sure.
For you, as you've gone through the ranks, whether it's high school, college, now into the pros, how have you been able to manage that circle and really understanding that importance of these people aren't good for me and I got to learn how to say no to some people?
I mean, I think it just started at a young age with me. Like, my dad, was always heavy on being around the right people and being around, what I'm saying, the close-knit circle that we have even as a family and this as my boys. And, like, what I'm saying, I still got the same clique that I grew up with. Like, my boys who over there, what I'm saying, been cool with them, what I'm saying, since I was a kid. So, what I mean, now it's just like, what I'm saying, like anybody else, what I mean, like we keep them cool from a distance, but what I mean, like it's all love, what I'm saying. So I think, like I said, that started at a young age with, what I'm saying, my dad just always being around, what I'm saying, always heavy on surround yourself with the right people and, that way you stay out of trouble and, what I'm saying, different things like that.
Yeah, you talk about your boys, one of your close boys, Tyrese Maxey.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are teammates now, man.
Facts.
How you feeling about that?
Man, it's lit, bro. I can't even believe it. We still can't believe it. It happened so fast. Like just he was calling me. Like I said, he was calling me early in free agency, but before Philadelphia was even a thing, and they reached out fast. Like it just happened fast, and he didn't even know. So I was already signed, and I was already off the phone with Nick Nurse and everything by the time he found out. But like you said, man, that's my best friend. Yeah, we've been cool since ninth grade, and now it's crazy to see that we on the same team.
Yeah. So how do you come into Philadelphia, new situation, new team, and make an impact? They had a rough season last year. You got all the opportunity in the world.
Just being myself, bro. I think that was one of the things they harped on is just be me and be what's gotten me to this point, and bringing that toughness. I think that I have and the versatility. I think me and Philly gonna get along real well, and I know they had a rough year last year, so let's try not to make it 2 years.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Come on now.
And I got a question for you.
Let me hear.
Do you like playing against the Pacers?
I do.
Bro, it seems like you have some of the most all over the place. You got crazy shots, trash talk.
Yeah, ejected.
Yeah, ejected.
Lost a lot of money for that.
How much money did you get fined?
Too much.
Dang. What happened?
Man, bro, we ended up getting into it, bro. It was just competing, bro. At the end of the day, it was competing. That's all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think they talk a lot. They talk a lot. You know what I mean? Which that's right up my alley. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That just get me going. So that's all that game was. And getting ejected that first game, or whatever game I got ejected. Yeah, getting ejected that first game, but then playing them again 2 days later. Like I told my brother, I was like, I'm about to kill him. I already knew what time it was. It wasn't even. already knew, like,
I seen that. I
it's
was
up.
like, bro, Trendon one of the most even killed person. They had to say something to rile him up. They
Hey,
had to say something
facts,
crazy.
you already know. Like I was brought up on the whole trash talking and you know what I mean. That's just where I come from. So like being, I was ready for that. You know what I mean. And I had my brother there sitting right behind a bench. He was courtside, right behind a bench.
I know he was
so he
talking
was
that
lit.
talk.
You know what I mean. He was trash talking, and so he, they like, who is this behind that bench? I keep looking at it. It was him. So
Oh my
it
gosh,
was lit.
yeah. That joint was funny. It was you and Hallie. And I was like, y'all double teaming the
Facts,
undrafted.
facts.
Y'all double teaming the undrafted. I was like, hey, talk that talk.
Hey, the boys went ahead and went to the finals.
Yeah,
I was sitting there. Them boys did their thing for sure.
That's
They did
crazy.
their thing.
That's crazy, man. But I want to know this. I know we got the camp going on. I want to respect
good.
your time. Nobody gets to be inside that locker room or inside that team base except that 400. And I've always wondered this. When you have a road trip, right, say 7 game, what is that like? Like, I've overpacked for a 2-day trip.
Yeah,
You
bro, it's
going for
crazy.
like a week and a half. Like,
Yeah.
how does that process go?
I find myself underpacking and just wearing the same, like, I'll wear the same jumpsuit for 2 days, you know what I mean? 2 days out of the 7-day road trip. But nah, bro, it's just like, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Sometimes I underpack, sometimes I overpack, sometimes I don't even wear the stuff that I pack. Sometimes I go to the city and shop and come back with a whole new bag of stuff. So I think, you know, now I got the hang of it, but at first, bro, I was just like, how do I even pack for a 13-day road trip? You know what I mean? Like, how do I even pack for a 12-day road trip? But it was, I got used to it now, you know what I'm saying? So just packing fits and whatever I'm gonna wear for the game, and then anything else, team jumpsuit.
Yeah,
You know what
I was
mean?
so curious about that
Team,
one.
Yeah,
Now, last question.
Yeah.
Got the camp coming up.
for sure.
You got so much ahead of you.
Yep.
And the show is called Stuck in My Thoughts. And I ask every guest that comes on, what do you get stuck in your thoughts about?
Ways I can get better, bro. Ways I can improve. You know, whether it's me being an uncle to my nieces, whether it's me being a brother, whether that's me being a figure in the city. You know what I mean? Just ways that I can improve, or whether it's on the court, how can I take care of my body better? How can I eat better? You know what I mean? Just ways I can improve who Trendon Watford is. I think that's what I get stuck in my thoughts about. And, you know, sometimes, man, I just be up 3, 4 in the morning just, you know what I mean? Like, I got to get better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to do this, I got to do that. And I think ultimately, you know what I'm saying, that helps me, though. That helped me a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just honing in on what I could do better and looking myself in the mirror a lot.
That's what's up right there, man. Keep
For
on
sure.
improving,
My
bro. I
dog,
appreciate
you
your
already
time.
know. Love, family.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
yep, yep.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Got it.
that was good, yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
sir.
Woo, got it done.
Got it done.
Come
got
on
it
now.
done.
Whoa. Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah.